welcome to the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. And the LA Rams, the Los Angeles Rams, have hired the youngest coach in NFL history as they hire the Washington Redskins offensive coordinator Sean McVay. And early on in the process, when I heard Sean McVay's name coming up, I was very skeptical, man. The guy is 30 years old, going to be 31 in late January, and that scares the hell out of me because he may be a genius, but man, that is asking for trouble to me. But the more I sat down and listened to him and listened to his philosophies, went back, listening to his old interviews and his old press conferences, listening to him talk about the game, this is a guy that knows how to study the opposing football teams and knows how to put his team in the best position to win. We are talking about a Redskins offense led by Kirk Cousins that this season, Kirk Cousins almost put up 5,000 passing yards. I mean, this is Kirk Cousins, for God's sake. Sean McVay knows how to construct a successful passing game in the NFL. And I know the Redskins have way more weapons than the Rams have currently, but assuming the Rams can up the talent a little bit offensively, add a wide receiver or two, possibly a tight end, you will see this passing game improve tremendously. And even if they don't add anybody, I think just having Sean McVay in there running some better schemes and routes for Jared Goff and this offense, you'll see this offense do a lot better in terms of passing the ball in 2017 and onward while he is the head coach of this football team. But here's my problem still, okay? So he's a very good offensive coordinator. We hear everyone talking about, man, he's a genius, he's great, and that's great, right? Because we want to fix the offense, we want to help Jared Goff, we want to put him in the best position to succeed. That's great. But he's going to be the head coach, okay? And what makes this guy, other than just being a great offensive genius, what makes us want him to be the head coach? Because there's still another half of the football field out there that needs to be controlled, that needs to be disciplined, that needs to be directed well, okay? And you could be having or doing a great job on one half of the field, but if the other half of the field is a disaster, it doesn't matter how big of a genius you are. Just look at Sean Payton. Now, Sean Payton is a great head coach, though. I mean, overall, now he's kind of, going down a little bit, but he's won a Super Bowl, and that's great. But we've seen now Sean Payton for the past couple years. This Saints offense is incredible, but the defense is just absolutely terrible, and he can't do anything to fix it. Will Sean McVay be a lesser Sean Payton? Because there's no way he could be as good as Sean Payton offensively. So is it going to be a lesser Sean Payton, a guy that's great offensively, constructs a great offense, but doesn't know anything about defense, only 30 years old, being a tight ends coach just for like 1 or 2 years, and then becoming the offensive coordinator for about 3 years? Will he be able to control that side of the football? This is a guy that, again, is very young, 30 years old, going on 31. The good thing is, though, about this Rams roster right now, there's no one on this roster that's older than him. I think maybe one player in William Hayes, but outside of that, no one's older than him. You're talking about young quarterback in Jared Goff, young running back in Todd Gurley, young offensive linemen everywhere, and bad offensive linemen at that. Talking about even young defenders that are pretty good in Aaron Donald and Robert Quinn. I mean, neither of them are over 30 years old. Aaron Donald's not even close to getting over 30 years old. A young secondary. This is a young football team. So the hope, and I understand, is that, okay, there's a young football team that can all grow together, but although I'm very sure that Sean McVay would be able to fix his offense and fix his passing offense, I'm not sure this is the way I would have gone. I would have preferred a Kyle Shanahan who's been around longer. Okay, the longer you're around, the more you learn a couple things. That's just the truth, okay? And especially since Kyle Shanahan has flamed out in Cleveland, has flamed out in Washington, I think that actually helps his case, right? Because he knows what a bad football team looks like and how bad things can get. So when the personalities start getting crazy on the defensive side of things, or even offensively, will Sean McVay be able to calm his team down and get him heading in the right direction? This is a team that could have a lot of upside, but a lot of downside. Okay, perhaps they found a genius here, but even if he is a genius, we've seen a lot of young head coaches struggle a little bit, some of them. Mike Tomlin has been great. You look at Josh McDaniels, he was a damn near disaster. I mean, he won games, but man, he was just a hothead and whatnot, so he kind of flamed out. We've seen some other guys be pretty successful. Ben McAdoo, he looks like he's 50, but the guy's 39. It's incredible. He's been good, but man, 30. That's pretty young for me. I would have preferred a Kyle Shanahan. I would have preferred even Josh McDaniels again. But I'm intrigued, okay? I'm not saying this will be a bad hire. I think it's just I wouldn't have gone there. But I do believe of the LA teams, because now there's two, you guys got the better hire of the day, and he will fix the passing offense. Now, the rushing offense, though, I'm not sure he's going to fix it, okay? Because you're talking about this Redskins team that their running game has not been consistent the past couple years when he's been in charge. Matt Jones has been in and out of the lineup. Robert Kelly hasn't been very effective. Chris Thompson has been used oddly. But the passing offense he will fix. They'll be running a lot of 3-4 wide receiver sets, tight end in the slot, using the tight end creative ways. May struggle in the red zone again. But again, there are some issues here that I just am not very comfortable with. So what do you guys think about this head coaching hire by the LA Rams? Comment down below. I want to know. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, to subscribe. And until next time, this has been the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. Peace.